Test. There we go. Birdman, what's up, dude? So, need your help real quick with a sound check thing. The music I'm playing is from YouTube rather than from Streamlabs, and so it's not going to automatically duck down. So, can you tell me if the music is at a good volume, or should I turn it down or turn it up a little bit? Good volume? Okay. Yeah, if something if it gets a little loud later, let me know. But that's good to know. I wanted to have something more chill, you know? Where that's the theme today. We're just taking some time to do some Pokemon TCG therapy. I'm usually doing this with like a sitcom or some Pokemon episodes on, something to kind of, I don't know. He just kind of brings back to like Saturday morning fun, right? Dude, it's rewarding. It's really like the, okay, you've collected something. Now we gotta give it a home. Well, let's do something real quick. Since Birdman's on here, I'm not sure if the kids are around, but I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Estelle, Abilene, and Elias. I loved you guys' drawings. You guys did such a great job on your Pokemon drawings, and I hope that you enjoy seeing them on the stream during the opening and closing segments. And you guys are going to get a chance to win something really cool at the end of the summer. It's going to be great. And since you're here, I don't want you to miss out on anything because of commercials, so I got you for a sub there, dude. Awesome. And I hope I pronounced everybody's name right. Heck yeah. Don't worry, you'll still get entries for the wheel on tomorrow night's stream. Probably be a lot less today than what we do when we rip in packs. I mean, it's a Saturday morning. Not everybody's got time to do this, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. I think Concord said he's going to be on with us. I think there'll be a few other people who pop in. Oh, hi, Mark. What's up, Shane? Shane told me yesterday he was going to pop in, and he was going to be here for... he has some work to do. Thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate you, Shane. It did, but I think that... Yeah, here, hold on. Let's do this again here. I think it's because my YouTube is so loud. Let's try something here. Where is...
Hello there.
Yeah. Hey, Caden, what's up, dude? Yeah, the YouTube might be a little loud. I think part of this also has to do with me and my volumes I have for things. Let's try this. All right, how about this?
Hello there.
A little better. Okay. Is that louder? Can we hear that better now? I need to probably turn the YouTube down just a wee bit here. Yeah, that's a little loud, I think. All right. All right. Now, how about the applause? We can hear it better now. Okay. All right. So just so you guys know, normally when I have music on the regular stream, I have a feature called ducking, and that brings the volume down when I start talking. But today, since I wanted Pokemon related relaxing music, I'm playing that from YouTube, and so I can't duck that effectively. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So if the YouTube is still a little loud, I can turn it down. If I'm too loud, I can turn myself down. Whatever. Just I'll depend on some tips from you guys while we talk through our sorting today. Caden, how you doing, buddy? You enjoying your Saturday? Good now? Okay, good. All right, I like hearing that. For my local friends, I went to our local shop here where I live, and if you probably know, I'm sponsoring an event locally here for Pokemon. Hey, what's up, Concord? Thanks for hopping in, man. Anyway, so the long story short is I went to go visit with him and catch him up on where we were last night on all the events that are happening at the event. We're going to have lots of giveaways, lots of stuff for kids to do, coloring pages, face painting. Anybody who is interested in knowing how to grade cards, we're going to have trade, what's the word I'm looking for here? People who can help with trade, not authentication, but you know, sometimes kids, parents, collectors don't always know the values of what they're trading for, right? So we're going to have people there who are going to help facilitate that. Trade facilitators, trade coaches, trade mods. There we go. There, exactly. Trade moderators. And then we're going to have somebody there who can help people, you know, with facilitating the actual game. So the TCG, so if kids want to play. I say kids. It's an event definitely geared towards kids, but it's really for all collectors. And it's going to be great. A lot of our local people are on here. Yeah, make sure nobody gets burned, right? Like, it's okay if somebody is trading a card that has a higher value for a card that's lower value, as long as you know what you're getting into, right? The example I gave yesterday was, let's say you've got a kid who really likes a $20 valued card, and they have a $25 valued card. As long as, say, the parent and the kid both know, then they can, you know, they can make at least an informed decision. You know, sometimes it's worth it if you really have a certain Pokemon that you love and you've had a hard time trying to pull a card and you have a card you don't love. That's really the norm. That's the higher value. All right, it's 10 a.m. Let's go to the big cam, and then we're going to get right down to business here on my card table, on my desk is really where it's at. So, how's everybody doing today? Everybody got some caffeine in them? Everybody ready to sort some cards? I hope so, because I am ready for sure. All right, I'm going to turn this down a little bit on my end so it's not too crazy. So, everybody get your cards, your binders, your boxes, your everything together, and then we're going to start working on sorting some stuff. So thank you for all for being here. I'm going to take some attendance real quick. We got Shane, we got Birdman, we got Concord, we got I'm going to just put Stan and Caden. I know Stan may or may not be here. And if anybody else pops in, just let me know. I love, sometimes I love the smaller events because then it's a little more intimate with me and my awesome viewers. So we're just going to jump right into it here. Here we are on my main screen. Oh, light's in the way. Hold on. I turned it off. Back on. There we go. All right. So I've zoomed my camera out, so we've got a much bigger area here to work with. And if there's something you'd like to see more closely, I'd be happy to show that to you. So let's talk about the basics. And if this is all obvious to you, I'm not, I'm not trying to patronize anybody. I just try to make sure that there might be some things that you might miss out on. So I took some notes on how I sort, and I want to just share those with you. And feel free to share your tips as well, because there are a lot of things I probably don't know. But I do this a lot, so this is something it's near and dear to my heart. I take collecting very seriously. It's not just ripping packs and then, just throwing stuff away. Like, I don't do that. I keep everything, or I give it away, or I find a purpose for everything. All right, so the first thing we're going to need obviously we need our cards, but we need some supplies. So the first thing right here, see what I got? I've got a trading card game mat. Okay, this I think I bought in a I don't know, one of these little packs you can get. I don't know how you explain it, but a lot of things come with mats. If you don't have a mat, just a soft cloth works. We want this because when we're putting our cards down, we want them to be on a soft surface so they don't get any sort of abrasion. And because regardless of whether it's a 10-cent card or a $10 card, we want to take care of our collection. Okay. And the other thing I like to do, I like to wipe this off. You just never know what kind of dust or crumbs or whatever are on here. Just get that off, and then wash your hands. It's another big thing. Is if your hands feel kind of greasy, or maybe you ate food recently, just go give your hands a quick wash real quick, and that helps. You can wear gloves. I don't really wear gloves unless I'm doing something with very pricey cards, like the cards that we submit to PSA. I do wear gloves for those because I don't want to get fingerprints on them, because regardless of the condition of the card on its own, if there's a fingerprint on it, that counts against it. But you don't need it whenever we're doing normal card sorting. So a soft surface, a playing mat is fine, a cloth is fine, a t-shirt is great, right? Just stretch it out, put it on a flat table. We also going to need card sleeves, right? So penny sleeves. These are pretty easy to come by. Every card in my collection goes into some sort of sleeve, right? Penny sleeves are pretty cheap. You can get them on Amazon. I order them like 1,000 at a time, and they're like $15. It's not too crazy. You can get higher priced ones. You can get the Pokemon ones that come in like the ETBs. Those are great too, but I really don't need anything that wild. I just get these. These are the what is the brand called? Ultra Pro, right? That's a pretty reputable brand. And I'm going to put them into... I have one of these. This is like a little acrylic. So you probably never see this, but this is where all of my sleeves go. This is where a lot of the stuff for the show happens. So I have my penny sleeves. I have my team bags. You guys get all your cards sent to you in team bags. We're not going to really use too many of those today. So I'm just going to go ahead and get these prepped. So I got 300 of these. Make sure that I got the open end on the top. There we go. Now, if you're interested in something like this, I think this was like $10 on Amazon. You can look for all kinds of acrylic things. They're great. They're lightweight. They fit, like, I can put several cards in here. This is where all of our prize cards are right now for next month, and the ones for tomorrow. You can fit probably, a decent amount in here. I think the card savers work a little better because they're thinner. And then sometimes I'll put like the free packs, like the Wheel of Awesomeness packs will go in there. So this has been really handy. It's a nice tool, especially if you don't want stuff just like all willy-nilly everywhere. All right, let's make sure these are upright. All right, cool. So I got 300 brand new penny sleeves ready to go for my collection. All right, and what else do we need? Binders with card pages, right? So we have binders. I have a few of my binders out here. Well, I'll show you a little bit of my collection and how I sort. If it's not zooming in or whatever, just let me know. But so this is I think I've got Temporal Forces and Twilight Masquerade in this one. So I'm sure there's going to be stuff going in there, and then a few from the other sets. I actually have a lot of sets that I'm working on here. Conquest of that God pack, though. I was like, imagine if I get that pack. Dude, yeah, tell us. So what was in that God pack? Like, I saw the cards that you posted. Just looked like a lot of shinies. So was it just like nothing but shinies in that Concord? Okay. If you use a 3-ring binder, like I do, you can get these pages. This is, like I said, there's lots of brands out there. Ultra Pro is kind of the one I tend to lean towards. And I go with the 3x3, right? Traditional style binder. And they're pretty affordable. I think this has, what, like 100 sheets in here, and this is like $20. So, you know, just make sure you got something you can put your cards in. So I put every card into a penny sleeve, and then whenever it gets done, it goes into into the binder. Something I want to also make sure everybody's aware of. You can put cards into penny sleeves, and you can put them into a binder. That's not the only thing you have to do to protect your cards. You need to make sure that wherever you're storing them, is it a moderated humidity, okay? Putting them into the garage, to a garage or a humid garage, ain't gonna stop them from getting humidity, and it's gonna ruin your cards. So keep your cards, or in a dusty, dank basement. Don't keep them in there too, right? Keep them in an area that has humidity control, right? So basically your normal living space or some place like that where you have your air conditioning or heating. You don't want it to be in an area where the temperature fluctuates a ton, where the humidity fluctuates a ton. That is, that's just a no-go, dude. You don't want that. You're already spending money on this collection. We gotta protect it, right? So that's the whole point of the sorting and organizing. So I hope that, you know, you guys go ahead and get started on what you're doing. I'm just kind of explaining a few things as we go. All right, so if you have, some people sort stuff and keep them in boxes. I do have some boxes. They're called shoe boxes. I didn't bring any out at the moment. Also, people keep cards in their ATB boxes. Some people keep them in the tins. Now, the tins are nice, but here's my advice for those: is if your kids keep your cards in tins, and a lot of kids do, because the tins are very much geared towards a younger generation, and they're cool, right? You got a nice metal tin to keep stuff in, but it really just if they're not held in place, they're sloshing around back and forth. If they're just in there all loosey goosey, they're going to get damaged. So definitely make sure that if they're in there, if you have something of value, put it into a top loader or put it into a card saver, right? So that's another thing. I use a lot of these card savers. A lot of you guys, when we get the bingo cards, they go into these card savers. They're semi-rigid, meaning they have some level of flexibility, but they're going to really hold and protect your cards pretty well. Top loaders are also great. Those are probably more common, I would say. And but for me, my best bang for my buck are the card savers, right? I don't know how many I got. I think I got like 100 card savers for like $10 at my dealer. But regardless, as long as they're in a top loader or in a card saver, they're going to be in good shape. Concord says you get 7 shinies and then 3 full art shinies, but I think there's a chance for one of them to be special illustration art. Not sure. Man, that's cool. That's cool, man. I'm glad. That's pretty exciting. You got a God pack, though. I'm stoked for you, man. Hopefully you got a lot of new ones that you didn't have before. All right, forgive me on my mouse here. I'm kind of going through a couple other things. All right, so the last main thing we're going to use is some sort of card management software. So let's talk a little bit about card management. Some people just keep track of them on pieces of paper, right? There are really cool websites here. Let me see something here. Printable card lists. All right, so I'm going to go to my browser for a second so we can kind of see what I'm looking at here. Okay, So clearly I got a specific one here. This one's for Brilliant Stars. If you like to keep track of your cards on a piece of paper, and some people do, a lot of the modern sets come with printable checklists like this here. So we can see this here. This is a Brilliant Stars checklist. It has, the regular versions of cards. It has the reverse holos of the cards and everything that's on here. It even explains down at the bottom, which I can't scroll down any further. Here, let me zoom in a little more here, and then maybe we can go to the bottom. Is it going to show us at the... Nope. It's, I'm sorry, I can't show it at the bottom, but all these, like, blue and black and red squares, it tells you what those are. So if you want to print some of these are great for keeping track of your collection in a printed format. Now, I prefer a software format, so I use Pokelector. All right, this is a free website that you guys can all use. I'm going to put a link to that in the general chat right now. You can create a free account on Pokelector. You can also download their app. They have an app that goes along with this. All right, you can see I've signed in, and I think I used my Google account or something there, so that's kind of a goofy picture of me and my friend Avery. But what I like about it is this keeps track of literally every set, even Japanese if you like to collect Japanese. So you can see English, Japanese, and then they also have a way to include variants. So variants would be like if there's 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 different types of the same card, you can include that in there. I like to just I do reverse holos of as much as I can. I want like practically an entire holographic collection of anything that I'm working on. So if you create an account on Pokelector, you can start logging your collection. And again, this is a very daunting task, so just do it bites at a time, right? If you collect certain sets or if you collect certain cards, you can do that all, from this. So we'll just take a quick look at Twilight Masquerade. You can see it says I have 136 of those cards and I need 90 more. So if I click on that, all right, I can see here, here's all the cards. If I have it, it's got a green check mark in the top corner. If I don't have it, it doesn't. Pretty simple. You can even look at the card, and they kind of have, I guess, the most recent costs. I don't know if I always trust this from their website because it seems like it's not always completely up to date. But when you get something, you can check mark it. And on the phone app, you can actually filter it to only look at the items that you're needing. Can I see the... Okay. So this is kind of the same thing right here. You can click on the like in this case, my red 90. It'll show me the 90 cards I'm still missing from Twilight Masquerade, which is pretty cool. All right, so as I go through sorting my stuff, I'm going to be also checking that off on my Pokelector list. There's another really cool website, and I would say I would use this more for higher dollar value cards. There's another website called Price Charting, okay? And I'm going to link that website in the general chat as well. So Price Charting is a really great website for lots of different things. Obviously Pokemon cards, but you can also, if you have a a video game collection, you can log that you have that stuff that has comics, Lego sets, coins, sports cards, all that sort of stuff. Again, you can create a free account on Price Charting and you can log stuff. So if I go to my account and I go to my collection, I only have one card in here because I was kind of playing around with it. So you can see here I've got the Magic Carp from Paldea Vault that's logged into here. I have it marked as ungraded. Mine's being graded right now, so hopefully it comes back and it has an awesome grade on it. And I can change the quantity, and I can put in a cost, how much I paid for it if I bought it, or if I pulled it, you can put whatever you want there. Hey, what's up, Kate? Good morning, how are you? Welcome to our chillax and sort. I'm kind of going through some of the preliminary stuff in case some people are new to sorting or maybe just showing some things that they haven't seen before. Hopefully you enjoy the chill music and all the sorting that's going on here. All right, so what else is cool is you can add cards to your collection. So if I want to look up Ancient Mew, let's see. Oh no, that's looking in my collection. Let's do this here. Ancient Mew, right? All right, so I can search for Ancient Mew. There it is, Pokemon promo. And this is a great resource for checking the value of cards, their market value in a graded sense, okay? So if you've ever been on eBay and you wanted to buy a card that's already been graded, you can check here to see roughly what they go for. And what's cool is you can see the ungraded price, which is right here. So like my friend Shane, he's been wanting an Ancient Mew. Ungraded looks like it goes for around $28 roughly on eBay, and there's about 6 of those sales per day. You can look at all the sales here, but if you want to look at ones that are specifically like PSA 10s, right, boom, you can see right here the average going rate is about $255. Somebody sold it, looks like about a week ago, for $150, but there's, you know, a week before that, $300. So that's pretty cool. And actually, I have one of these. This is one of my 10s I got, which I'm super stoked about. So I'm going to add this to my collection. I'll do in one click. Boom, it's in my collection. And now I can go back to my collection here, and there it is. And then I can add that it's a PSA 10. And do I need to refresh that? Is that going to refresh automatically? There we go. So now it says the value is $255. So that's pretty cool. And you can kind of keep track of your total value. Like right here, you can put your total cost, profit, whatever, right? So if you're wanting to kind of get an idea of your high dollar value cards, even just anything that's like $1 or more, this is a great resource for keeping track of your stuff. What else we use this for, I'm going to just go back for a second. People ask me sometimes, well, is this card worth grading? Well, that's completely subjective to whoever's hanging out. Hey, what's up, Sam? Thanks for popping in. A lot of people ask me if something's worth grading. Again, it's completely subjective. A lot of people grade for lots of different reasons. The number one reason, I think, is to get a higher value out of their card, right? So you can see here, ungraded Ancient Mew, about $28. A 8, okay, if it's in good condition, if your card is in good condition, pulled straight from the pack, very likely it's going to get an 8, 9, or a 10. Okay, I have 25-year-old cards that got 7s, and they were in rough shape. So 8, 9s, or 10s, very popular, very, very, very common for anything that comes out. So if I were going straight for value, it'd be like, okay, I'm going to invest $20 in this card. Is it going to, you know, if I get an 8, is that going to be worth my time? If I'm looking at it from that perspective, from a dollar perspective. But also, you could also look at it from what's the highest potential, right? So we go from $28 to $255. That's almost 10 times the amount for a $20 investment, roughly. So that really could be a good investment, right? Clearly mine panned out, but even if you get a 9, it's $60. So you go from a $28 card, add $20 into your investment, making it what, 48, and if it gets a 9, you still got 60. That's still good. Now, these are the values that are going on right now, but that doesn't mean that those aren't going to change. Just keep in mind, these are like, I don't want to call them stocks, but they are investments in a way. And as time goes on, typically, if the collecting market is still trending upward, which recently it has been, you can expect to see these retain their value or increase. Okay, let's go back real quick and just look at the Magikarp. Okay. All right. I don't want to look at the card. I just want to look at. Here, let's do this here. All right. So this is the Magikarp, and I want to see historic prices here. All right, so here we now have a chart. All right, so this card came out last summer. I want to say it was like August is when Paldea Vault came out, right? So you can see here, ungraded, this card 65, dipped to 50, okay, and then it hung around $60 raw, okay? Now, Paldea Vault, it's still in print, I think, but it's just, this card is growing in dollar value because it's, I don't think it's hard to get Paldea Vault necessarily, but maybe just it's not available as much as it once was. So if you have one of these like really high desirable chase cards, and Magikarp's a really good example of one of these. I think anything from the 151 set is a really good, you know, opportunity. Like, what I'm trying to get at here is that these cards can definitely go up in value. So, but cards can go down in value too, so don't totally, you know, think that everything's foolproof in the Pokemon market. All right. So those are some resources I recommend for logging your cards, right? First, you know, checking things off your list, especially if you have a collection you're working toward. So now we're actually going to get into the card sorting. So I'm going to go back to the card screen here, and I have some cards. I kind of showed these the other day, okay? I order a lot from TCG Player. I buy singles, but we also rip a lot of packs, and I do get some pretty cool stuff in there too. Oh, this is my Wheel of Awesomeness bag. Let's put that back. So anything that's in like a team bag or a top loader is probably something I've ordered. There we go. Let's just plug all this stuff in here. What's this? Oh, it's just an order. More orders. All right, so far here's what I've got. Who's been here? So I got Birdman, Shane, Concords, Stan and Caden, Kate, and Sam. If there's anybody else here that you haven't said hello yet, let me know. You're gonna want to let me know that you're here. Okay, so sorry if there's a bit of a glare on some of these. I'll try to rotate it out a little bit. Typically, I try to sort everything first by the set. Okay, so when we're looking at these cards, we're looking at the bottom left corner to understand what set they're in. Okay, so if I zoom in a little bit here, you can see this is PAF, that's Paldean Fates. All right, so all of these are going to be in one of those sets. So I'm going to try to keep everything organized by set first. So Paldean Fates. By the way, for me, I don't keep in my personal collection, I don't really have anything that's not reverse holographic. So, for example, you can see here that the Professor's Research, this is a standard holo. I actually don't keep those in my collection. I like reverse holos. So, Ralts might be in there. Lechonk, gonna keep that. Revavrim not. Dedenne, maybe. Wigglytuff, yes. Code cards. So anything I don't keep, I just keep in their own pile. So I'm going to kind of put some stuff off to the side so it's not cluttering up too much. One other thing I recommend is if you have a drink, don't keep it on the same table that you're sorting cards. I've knocked over the drink so many times. Luckily, I've never had any major casualties, but it's one of those things that you just don't want to do a ton of. All right, so really right now I've got this is my bulk. Okay, I don't need anything non-holo, so let's just go ahead and throw this. All going to be bulk. Doesn't mean that I don't love them. They have their purpose, but they're just not going into my personal collection. All right, got a Pachirisu. This is a holo Goldengo, reverse holo Professor's Research, Espathra, Mousehold, Camerupt. Still all Paldean Fates. I'm going to move my mic down a little bit. Feel free to chime in too if you guys got some comments or some cool stuff. Any sets you're working on specifically. All right, the rest of these are all bulk. All right. Got a shiny Arctimax here. Holo Ceruledge. However you guys collect is totally up to you, right? You guys are all sorting and doing your own thing. One of the things I'm going to do with a lot of this bulk is I'm going to try to make some decks that I can share with, well, that I can play with, first of all. Really, these are kind of toys in a way. Shane says, I'll probably not master set anything unless it's a small specialized set like 151. Yeah, man. Everybody collects differently, right? Like, I am a master set collector. I like every set. I want to catch them all, as they say. And it's been fun. I've got almost 8,000 different cards in my collection. That's pretty good. I have more than 8,000 cards, but I have in my collection of the unique ones is what I'm getting at, right? Sam says starting the 151 binder, the Japanese 151 binder, I assume, right? Maybe? Or are you talking about your regular 151 binder? And I wish this would focus a little bit more. There we go. Now, are we oh. You know what? I think for me, before I actually do sets, I'm going to do just purely what's bulk and what is potentially not bulk. So I'm not going to go by set just yet. So just reverse hollows, shinies, all that stuff. So just remember, everything is baby steps, right? You're never going to get, if you have thousands of cards to sort, you're not going to get through all of them in one day. It's just impossible. Unless that's literally all you're doing all day. It just don't set yourself up to fail. Another dumb Palafin card. Lots of bingo Palafins coming out, guys. Both in the same binder. Nice. Shane said, but 151 was nostalgic for me and I like the new art. Yeah, man. Listen, everybody collects for different reasons. Some people only like certain types of Pokemon. So some people are like Pikachu collectors or Charizard collectors. Some people like trainer cards, full art trainers. Some people like the old stuff. Some people like the new stuff. There's no wrong way to collect Pokemon other than, I would say, don't abuse your cards. Don't destroy them. I think these are all bulk. They all look like that to me. All right. Now you might be asking, why do you keep the reverse hollows and not the regular hollows? Well, reverse hollows typically have higher value because they're harder to come by, and that's kind of what I'm going for. All right, we got some Japanese 151 here. Got my Zard I pulled the other night. My Venusaur I pulled the other night. Nothing. Not standard cadence. We got some reverse hollows here. I'm excited to collect this set. So we're going to have some nice Japanese. Oh yeah, my Charmeleon, dude. Stoked about that. Moonbryon collection incoming. That's right, dude. That's right. Butterfree. By the way, if you haven't like held these Japanese cards in your hand, they feel good, dude. Like it just feels different. It hits different, dude, you know? All right. Now I'm getting into the cards. So those were all the ones that I've like pulled lately. So see, I've got a lot of bulk. We might not get to the bulk sorting today. We're going to focus on the stuff that I'm actually putting into my collection. We may not. All right, so one of the things I've been trying to finish up is the original Scarlet and Violet base set, and I think I've got a lot of that today. So we will be working through that. Get this team bag out. All right, so what's nice is sometimes the people that you order from already have stuff sleeved. That saves me time. Sometimes they don't. This is actually the Rebel Clash set. This is another set from Sword and Shield. I think this is the second set they came out with, and I was missing quite a few from it. So before I actually split these into different sets. See, that's not a reverse holo, so I'm not sure why that came in. Maybe I accidentally ordered that wrong. Got a cool Toxtricity VMAX. Now see, now I know I send you guys cards in the Pokemon sleeves. That's because I get a ton of ETBs and I want to sleeve them, and they are pretty cool. I don't like putting them in. I'm kind of OCD, so forgive me. But I'm going to take all the ones that are in the Pokemon sleeves and I'm going to re-sleeve them. Let's just go ahead and do that now. But I don't throw the sleeves away. These will be recycled. I'll use those for you guys' bingo cards. Honestly, this is one of my favorite things to do on a Saturday, is just sorting cards. It's fun to do it with you guys, you know? Like, I love ripping packs a lot. But, like, low pressure today, right? You guys hang out, turn it on, sort cards with me. I'm going to show you guys some cool tricks when we actually get to putting them into binders, especially if you're sorting them by the number. That's what I do because I like to master collection things. I do like this Toxtricity VMAX. That's a pretty cool looking card. You don't hear much about Rebel Clash. That's a set that kind of just flew under the radar, I feel like. You know, then you had, like, I think Darkness Ablaze and Vivid Voltage, and it just, like, took off during COVID. But Rebel Clash, I think, just was timed wrong. Maybe it didn't have anything crazy in it. Alright, so those are all good. And this Zamazenta, that's just, it's not hollow. So we're actually going to take that out of the sleeve. And oh, here's what's funny. Apparently I ordered a non-holo and a regular holo because there's the reverse holo. That's what I wanted in the first place. So that'll just go into the bulk. Okay. So now I got some promo cards from Scarlet Violet that I ordered. So I got the Iron Thorns. I think this is from was this the Paradox Rift ETB? I think so. So I always keep a blade on me, but just please be careful if you're using some sort of blade to open up letters or to get to cards, because number one, I don't want you to get hurt, but I also don't want you to damage your cards. So the nice thing though is when people use Scotch tape, you guys know I hate it when they use Scotch tape. This, first of all, it just ruins whatever it was in. Yes, does it keep the card in there? Sure, it's not going to slide out, but you can buy painter's tape. Painter's tape is not that much more expensive, and it doesn't leave a residue, and it's easy to remove. So I slide that in there like that. So now we can get the card out. We can surgically extract the card, and I'll probably keep this for shipping cards in. I don't like storing cards in like stuff that looks like tape. I like my collection to look nice. I think you guys should too. So very cool. That's going in the soon to be sorted pack. Alright, got some more promo ones here. Now, sometimes when you order cards, people will take one penny sleeve and throw a ton of cards in them. That's okay. I don't love that a lot because sometimes you can scratch the surface of a card. But these are not high dollar cards. Maybe a few bucks. Sprigatito, Infernape, Feraligatr. Yeah, there's some good ones here. So take them out of that one, and if it's stretched, I usually throw the penny sleeve away. We're going to put these all into their own sleeves. You know what this kind of reminds me of? I feel like I'm Bob Ross, but with Pokemon cards right now. You know? Just happy little Pokemon cards. apparently this is a promo card. It's a non-holo one, Picnicker. I don't know where that one came from. I mean, I ordered it, but I don't know where like the source of this card is. It's cool though. And you'll probably notice I haven't put everything into sleeves yet. That's partially because I'm not sure if they're gonna go into the bulk or not, because when I'm ripping packs, there's a lot of cards that, you know, they may be ones I need and other ones I may not. Alright, so here's another one here that I've ordered. It's a top card saver inside of a team bag. Actually, this is a good way to ship cards. This is good. Keeps the cards. Hey Avery, what's up, man? Thanks for the resub, my buddy. We're just sorting cards this morning, man. It's a chillax day. I'll put down here that you got your resub. So I'll make sure to get you some entries for tomorrow's big June show. Don't miss it, y'all. Alright, so we got Zamazenta, Ninetales, and Garbodor. These are all Rebel Clash that I've been working on. So really, Rebel Clash, the promo cards from Scarlet and Violet, and the actual Scarlet and Violet set. Oh, check this out. I got the Miriam card. I ordered this. Shane pulled this one on our stream. I'd say not too long ago. It was maybe a few months ago. So he's got the... Here's something I've seen people do lately. They'll take saran wrap or plastic wrap, and I don't hate it. It's nice because there's no adhesive. It's just kind of like naturally protects things. Kudos to whoever started that idea. That was a good one. Easy to remove, keeps the card and everything inside it intact. So they put the top loader in there to give it some rigidity, but it's in the card saver. Yes, it does keep the card from sliding out. Yeah, this is a pretty good Miriam. Maybe a little heavy on the left side there, but good looking card. Don't know if I'd grade it, but you never know. All right, so just so you know, like all of my hard cases and stuff, I sort those out later too. Just kind of doing you do one thing at a time, dude. All right, this is just a random Clefable from 151. Don't need that. We got Toxel promo. Does anybody else like these like sparkly promos where it's like more like the little dots? I like those. I think those look cool. Maybe eventually, but right now, not worth grading. Yeah. Well, here's what we're going to see in the near future. We are going to see, as Scarlet and Violet stuff stops getting printed, right? We're seeing it with 151 because that's not really in print anymore either. We're going to see the values of stuff jump. So we're used to seeing the values of all the Sword and Shield stuff jump up. But that's because those aren't in print, or I don't think they are. No, most of them aren't. Got the Gardevoir EX. Pick that one up. This is actually one of our prize cards for next month. Is there something else in there? It feels thick. Of course, they put 2 in there. All right, I'm cool with that. I mean, I guess, but I don't love that they put. I don't understand some TCG shops. Somebody got some plans for today? Me and Shane are going to go see a concert tonight. Going to see Third Eye Blind and Yellow Card. Does anybody like Third Eye Blind or Yellow Card? Shane and Branson and myself all have the, it's called the Lawn Pass at our local amphitheater. Got the penny card here. And again, I'm going to take this one out of the Pokemon sleeve and put this into a standard penny sleeve. Weather looks good. All right, I like that. I'll make sure to eat before we go, Shane. Or maybe I'll get some nachos when I get there. do love me some nachos. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Give me some nachos and some Liquid Death. You guys drink Liquid Death, the canned water? I always think it's such a funny, like... Now see, here's something you may not notice is this is actually I'll call it a semi-rigid penny sleeve. I don't love them, I don't hate them, but I like my softer ones. Your D on the keyboard is poo-poo dipes. Might get a lawn chair? Yeah. There's something about getting the lawn chair and being able to chill sometimes. Alright, I'm getting through most of this stuff that I'm going to be putting in my collection. Again, a lot of this is just prepping, making sure that your cards are ready to be kind of handled and sorted. Okay, why is this being so difficult? There we go. You got a blankie. That works too. What do we got? Oh, of course, a business card. Thank you. I also keep a trash can nearby. Sometimes you have things, especially if you order online, there's a lot of, we'll just call it garbage. Stuff you don't need or stuff you don't want. I am the him. Welcome. What packs should I buy for 25 bucks? Are you talking about like from my store? Or are you talking about like where's your outlet? What do you tell me where you're wanting to buy them from? I can give you my advice. I am the him. It's an interesting name. I like that. From Target. Oh, first of all, I know you're gonna go to Target and that's fine, but boy, if you're wanting to pay a premium on cards, Target's the place. There's always, unless, I mean, if you're buying them online. Target, right, probably should have most of the modern stuff. Some of my favorite sets that you can probably still get there. Paldea Evolved is a good set. Go for the Magikarp, right? You could, I wouldn't necessarily invest in Obsidian Flames packs, like, and I say that in a sense of like, I'm not saying people shouldn't buy them, but the pull rates are so good on them that a lot of the, okay, come on. Guess I'm gonna have to use some scissors here to get this promo card out. Should I post the tin? Well, if you're buying it online, you can, yeah, there's an Evolving Skies tin, or it's not an Evolving Skies tin, it's a tin that may or may not contain 20 or 2 packs of Evolving Skies. Yeah, you can link that if you want, Shane. This is cool. This Teal Mask Ogerpon promo card. It's got a cool, like, it's just like a, it's just hollow. There's no pattern behind it. That's neat. All right, got some more promos here. Full art. I almost like this card better than the special illustration rare. Sam, would you agree? Huh? Maybe? Cool Ogerpon full art. White and blue. Was it the Twilight Masquerade one? Fido promo. Some more promo cards in here. Yeah, you've never seen it. Checking eBay. I am the him. Welcome to the channel. We do today's a unique day. We don't always do sorting. This is the first sorting stream we've done. Got what, 7 people hanging? 7 or 8? Listen, everybody who's checked in with me, I'm glad you're here, and you're gonna get rewarded for it. What are you gonna get? I'm gonna tell you right now. You're all getting 10 entries on the wheel tomorrow for the Wheel of Awesomeness. How cool is that? That's like buying 5 packs of cards, but you didn't have to buy anything. You're just sorting. You're hanging out with me. Okay, let me show you a cool trick that I learned at a card show. Okay? Let's see if this works. I hope this doesn't make me a liar. Okay, have you ever gotten a top loader and you want to get the card out, but you're trying not to damage the card? You don't want to, like, open it up, and, like, sometimes it hurts your fingers. So if you take the card, hold it like this, and then you like do this motion like this, and if you hit it hard enough, the card should start popping out. So let's try this real quick, see if this works. Look at that. First try. Boom. Pretty cool, huh? We still got one in there. Okay. There we go. Look at that. And you don't even have to open up. Look at that. That's a pretty cool trick. I learned that at a card show not too long ago. So there, that's a cool trick for you. If you need me to show you again, we got another belly bolt one coming out in a second. I'll show it to you. There we go. Listen, another thing I think people sleep on are the promo cards. I think, you know, right now the biggest promo card is the felt hat Pikachu. That's a great one. I tried getting that from the Pokemon Center. I ordered like $30 worth of stuff whenever they had it come out. Like the minute it came, they restocked it. Boom, gone. I was upset. And what do they tell you? Oh, well, we can't guarantee everybody gets one. Oh, sorry, I think I actually had it. I think it's a different one. All right, this is the last one for my, you know, for sorting into my binder. Again, there's lots of sorting that can be done. Oh, looks like this team bag is sealed on the other side. Promos for 151 are expensive. GameStop and all those. Yeah. And this team bag just doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. All right, so if you want to see the top loader trick one more time, here we go. I'm going to give you guys a chance. I'm going to take a quick drink. All right, so here's the top loader trick one more time. Okay, figure out the top. So this is actually the top right up here. This is the spot that it's at. Hold the card. Again, I'm right-handed, so I like to hold the card in my right hand. And I'm just going to smack my hands together like this, just enough to create enough force where the cards will start sliding out. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Sometimes it takes a few hits, and you can see they carefully come out. Doesn't damage the cards or nothing. Very handy trick when you're trying to get some cards out of a top loader. All right. Got a few in this here. Belly Bolt, and ooh, Arven. Special illustration Arven. Hey, you guys want to know a secret? Little insider knowledge. Hold on. Ugh, I'm trying to grab it. 1 second. Starting tomorrow. Mike, all not here. We're going to start having Fusion Strike available. That means the giant Gengar card is going to be available. So, more sets available to you guys as time goes on. Okay. Alright, so here's where I am at the moment. I have taken most of these cards and I have sleeved them, and now we have to sort them into... Oh, I know why that one's in that one. We're going to sort them into sets now, right? So they're essentially ready to be sorted into sets. So I'm going to stop repeating myself. Alright, Scarlet Violet, got that. Promos. Lots of promos. If it says SVP, if you look in the bottom, hold on. Come on. There. You see in the bottom corner there? First of all, you see the promo star right next to 71, but SVP is Scarlet Violet Promo. SVI is Scarlet Violet base set. Apparently I really wanted to get caught up on the promos because I haven't had some in a while. But I really wanted to finish Scarlet Violet. I think I had like 8 or 9 cards left. The nice thing about putting them into the sleeves there is it like I feel more secure in handling them, you know? I got some of my Rebel Clash stuff. I'm loving the music, dude. I feel like I'm playing some of the Game Boy games. Oh yeah, I got the new Japanese 151. What a great set. Great in English or Japanese. Alright, we got some Paldean Fates. Just gonna keep all those together. Twilight Masquerade. Alright, there we go. So for the cards that I have been working on, here's the sets I've got. Rebel Clash is from Sword and Shield. The Scarlet and Violet promos. Scarlet and Violet base set. Japanese 151. Paldean Fates, and Twilight Masquerade. So, at this point now I'm going to start looking at each set and determining if which cards I actually need for my collection. Pretty much all of them except for some of the stuff in Paldean Fates and Twilight Masquerade. I think I'm going to... These 4 I'm sure I'm going to need. These I'm going to have to review. Take a look. Now, one thing I like to do is when I'm like... It's not real conducive to your real estate if you got them all out. So we're going to make them vertical, but how do we make them vertical and keep them separate? So one thing I like to do is I do like alternating. So I'm going to start with Rebel Clash because it's the oldest set. I'm going to take that, I'm going to turn those upside down and make them vertical. Then the next chronological set are the promos. So I'm going to take those, turn them over, I'm going to make them horizontal. Like this, so you can see each set, and then we just keep doing that. Turn them over, vertical, turn them over, horizontal, vertical, horizontal. Alright, so now I have one pile, and whenever I turn them back over this way, I can set them kind of in the corner, and I know whenever I finish one set. So I'll just go ahead and grab all these. Now the next part comes is like, wow, so how do I do this? Do I need to look at every single number and put them in that order? So my simple answer to that is there's a step we do before we put them into the number or the numerical order, and that is we sort them by type. And if you know which types go in what order in most sets, this makes it even easier. Okay, so it goes grass, fire, water, lightning, psychic, fire, darkness, metal, dragon, colorless. Okay, those are the like normal types, right? Those are the 10. Then trainer cards, and then secrets. Okay, you're not going to memorize that. If you don't know that off the top of your head, that's okay. As you sort cards, that comes more natural to you. Okay, so one more time: grass, fire, water, lightning, psychic, fighting, darkness, metal, dragon, and colorless. And if you have fairy sets, fairy comes after, I think, after dragon, before dragon. I'm not 100% sure on that. So I'm going to sort these in those orders. So lightning, and you kind of want to keep track of which ones are secret, right? So if you have a secret one, those got to go into their own pile. Okay, fighting. I think that one's... I usually do 6. So fire, metal, psychic, lightning, colorless. Oh, add 2 there. Lightning, supporter or trainer, psychic, lightning, fire, darkness, and metal. Okay, there. And that's literally all I have to do for this. Don't worry so much about putting them in the numerical order if you're going to do it numerically, because most sets maybe have 20 or 30 of a certain color, and that means that you're only going to need about 2 or 3 pages to cover all of them, if that. And so it's not real hard to swap between 2 or 3 pages in my head. So now that they're sorted by their type, I'm going to just basically, some people turn them upside down, so I'll turn my fire upside down and then put everything upside down on top of that, and that'll keep it generally in order. All right. And before I work on the next set, I'm actually going to double check the site to see if we're good to go on that. So we're going to go back to the browser for a second. I'm going to go to PokeCollector. And again, you can do this on your phone. You don't have to, you can, or on a computer, whichever one you want. So we'll go to the browser screen here. And I'm going to go back to my collection. And this is Rebel Clash. So this is a Sword and Shield set. I'm going to scroll down here. Alright, so Rebel Clash is right here. I'm going to click on that. And this says I have 155 cards from that set. I need 54 more. So I'm going to click on the 54. And this should put them in the numerical order from top to bottom. Looks like it. And I'm just going to start checking off the ones that I got. So if we refer back to the cards that I have here, you can see I've got the Ninetales and then the Cinderace. So when we go back to the browser screen, I can actually check that off. So Ninetales, check, done, right? And then I will turn that over on my side, so I'll show you later. All right, got the Cinderace. Let's check that off. And sometimes it takes a little time to think. All right, Vikavolt. It's the regular. I get the reverse hollows. Check that. Pincurchin down here. Check that. Boltund V. You can tell I was definitely trying to get all the normal set done. Toxtricity V. Toxtricity V Max. Hatterene. Dragapult. Sandaconda V. Garbodor? Is there more in here? No. Okay. Zamazenta. Caparaja V. Where he at? Huh, I must have accidentally ordered this one. Maybe I already had it, because I don't have it on here. Because it's metal, and I don't see him here. Alright. Double, need that. And boss's orders. So, pretty simple, and the process is very similar on the phone. So now that I've checked those off, I can click the X here. And if I refresh this, I think it should now change. Alright, so now it says I need 40 more, and I've got 169 cards from that collection. So now if I click on that, it should now only show me the ones that I still need. Oh, there it is. I don't know why I didn't see that a minute ago. Alright, there we go. Checked off the Caparaja V. And you can see I'm actually getting pretty close to just needing the secrets, right? The full arts, the rainbows, the golds. That's how a lot of my Sword and Shield stuff is, because I wasn't opening as much stuff back then. Alright, so that is now done for Rebel Clash, and we're going to go to the next set, which are the promos for Scarlet and Violet. So again, we're going to go back to English sets, and I'm going to click on Scarlet and Violet promos. And it says I have 64 and I need 60 more. I'm going to click on the 60 more. Now the weird thing about the promos is they're not in order by typing, because promos just come out as new sets come out. So it's kind of, I'm going to jump around a little bit. I might actually, this is where actually going back to the cards might be good to do some chronological ordering. So here's another thing. If you don't want to do it by typing, you don't want to do every single number, here's a little tip that I would do. Alright, so this number here, again, this is kind of hard to see because I'm not zoomed in here. This is number 98. So I might put all the 90s together, the 100s together, the 110s, the 120s. So then it's a little easier to check them off of our list. Alright, so 98, so that's 90s, got 80s. 1-teens, 80, 90, 110, 119. Okay, we got 120s, 93, 99, 100, 80, 123, 102, 69. 70, 68, 71, 72, 73, 81, and 94. Alright, so again, you don't have to always do, like, for these promo ones, you don't always have to do them like, oh man, I gotta put them all exactly in the chronological order. Make it simple. Group them up. Saves me a lot of time. Alright, so there's all my promos. I got them basically in the order I need them. So as I go through, I'll be able to tell. So back over to the browser screen. Alright, we got Iron Valiant. This is number 68. So check that off the list. I'm going to turn that upside down. Fido. This is number 69. This is Paldean Fates promos, apparently. 73 Iron Treads. Great Tusk. Mischief. Greavard. Skeledirge. Crocolore. That's number 80. Yeah. Alright, for Alligators, 89. Here we go, this is the Temporal Forces. Sprigatito EX, that's 87. Billy Bolt. Yeah. 64. Avery, did you do anything fun for your birthday? By the way, happy birthday, Avery. I know I told you on Thursday when it actually happened, but... Hey, what's up, Brambalamba Dang Dong? Good morning. We are just... I've been working on cards and now checking things off of PokeCollector. Feel free to ask any questions, or if you want a little catch-up, I can do that too. Right, I got Shroodle, it's number 99. Sometimes they don't have all the pictures. You can see they have this kind of default symbol if they don't have the picture of the card, but that's okay. It's still in the system. 93, Carvana. The new way to buy a car. Cleffa, number 95. Iron Treads, number 90. Did I already have it? Did I get it too? Huh. Oh, no. I thought I checked it off. I was wrong. Alright, now we're checking it off. Iron Thorns, check. Oddish, number 102. Check. Done with work for now. Nice, dude. Good for you, man. Now you can enjoy the rest of your weekend. Toxel, 119. Right on, man. Alright. Infernape, that's number 116. Teal Mask Ogerpond, 123. And we got the Pupitar, 120. Alright, so let's see, we had 64. After this, we now have 86. We got 22 more promo cards added to our collection. Feels good, my dudes. Feels good. Alright, now I'm going to move to the Scarlet and Violet set, which I think I need only 9 cards left. So if I can see how many we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 here. Must have 2 on the way still. And these are not going to be these are all secrets, I believe, so there's not going to be an ordering by, well, so there is kind of an order that they do them by. There's special illustration rares. There's regular art rares. There's full arts, which are in between. So here's how it would work. Here's your illustration rares. So just got the Palmot. Then I got the full arts. So Arven and Miriam. And then the special illustration rares. Penny, Arven, Gardevoir, and Miriam. That should work. I don't know if we've ever pulled the Sleepy Palmot, but this is a good one. That's pretty cool. Alright, back to PokeCollector. Again, you guys can check off your list. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold the phone. Let's go back to the card screen. I forgot I had a letter that came in. This might have something else that we're needing. Let's take a look. Oh, some more promo cards. Hey, look at that. I almost missed out on these. Alright, there's several in here. We'll have to come back in a moment to let's see, we got Revavroom, Mabostiff, Cyclizar, and Armarouge. Oh, that's a cool Armarouge. I like that. I just noticed something though. Tell me if you see this too, okay? Alright, look at Armarouge's I guess you'd call them his shoulder pads. Okay. What does that look like to you? To me, that looks like a Lego head. You know what I mean? Like a little minifig, head of a minifig. Isn't it? If you put them together, that's what it is, right? But that's what it reminds me of. For those who like Legos, and I know you know what I'm talking about. It's like a minifig. It's been the head of a minifig has been split. Oh, you think it looks like a jar? Yeah, it kind of looks like it looks like a jar too. I think it's because it's yellow. It reminded me of a Lego. So here's something else. Just keep in mind. I forgot that I had that letter, and we've already done the promos, but that's okay. We can always go back and knock those out. Yeah, see, a minifig. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so we got 86, 96, 121, 125. Cool. Easy to add back in here. Let's go back to the browser screen. All right, where were we? 86. Mabostiff. 96. Cyclizar. 121 Revavroom, and 125 Armarouge. Sarah Maddox and Bramble, how the heck are you guys today, huh? Doing good? Oh, I don't know why I came back here. I'm already done with Scarlet and Violet. We gotta get those going. Whoops! Back to the browser. Alright, we are doing Scarlet and Violet base set. So you can see here I've got 249, need 9 more. Alright, here's what we got. We got the Pawmot, check. Arven, check. Miriam, check. Got the Penny. Check. Arven. Check. Gardevoir EX. Check. Miriam. SIR. Check. So we're waiting on the Nest Ball and the Koraidon. I know I've ordered them because I was like, you know what, let's just finish this set. Let's just get done with it. So those are done. So now I just need 2 more to show up. Hopefully soon. TCG players, there's so many different people you're dealing with whenever you buy stuff from there. So sometimes people are really quick and they get stuff done like now, and other people wait like to fill all their orders for like 2 weeks, and it's like, gosh, I can't finish it unless you send me the cards. All right. The Japanese 151, I'm gonna sort those a little bit. This is actually one of those sets that's actually not in the grass, fire, water order. They made this set numerically, like by the Pokedex. So I'm going to put all of these into sleeves. Got my Butterfree. No Master Balls yet. By the way, all the cards that we've ordered or that we've ripped for the past 3 episodes, those will be coming out next week. So I know some of you guys have to wait on those sometimes. Boys are still sleeping, and B and I just went for a walk in the park. That sounds great. Very relaxing. Alright, so pretty sure got these in the order. Alright. Now let's go back to the browser. And I'm going to change to Japanese. Now, I don't really full set Japanese stuff typically, but I do kind of want to do the 151. So we're going to get that started today. All right, we can see here Oh, and it says I have 3 cards from it? I don't even know which ones I... Which ones does it say I have? It says I have Persian? Did I actually mark these off? Maybe I did and I don't remember doing it. I don't know. Oh, Krabby. Oh, yeah, I guess I did, because I kind of remember... I know I've got those. Alright, anyway. Let's giggity go. So we're going to check off the Venusaur. Got it. Charizard. Got it. Butterfree. Graveler. Which is number 75. And was it Daisy's Help? That's number 163. Daisy's Assistance. And the illustration Charmeleon. Nice. Jesse and I went for a walk yesterday. We went to Mario's Pizza to eat, so we just walked from our house. It was a little warm, but it wasn't too bad. Alright, let's get back to the cards. And I have quite a few Paldean Fates to work through, so I am going to go back and we're going to use our method of sorting by the type. So, fire, metal, water. Now see, the shinies don't fall into that same category because they're considered like a secret card. So, they're going to go into the secret pile, which is going to be off to the side. Fire, colorless, grass, trainer, shiny, Dedenne. Someone was detected at my front door doorbell. I believe it's the mailman or mail lady. I can tell you, I'm sure I have almost all of these reverse hollows because I finished doing that a while back. Really, I just need the shinies now and some of the special illustration stuff. Darkness, trainer, metal, shiny. All right. So again, if you're not understanding the sorting system, most sets they go in this order by types: grass, fire, water, lightning, psychic, fighting, darkness, metal, dragon, colorless, trainer, and then all the secrets after that. Put those in their order. Double check and see which one of these I need. I don't think I need hardly any of the reverse hollows. Back to the browser. And I'm doing it from a browser, but I'll tell you right now, typically I do this from the phone because it's just easier, right? I'm usually not on my computer sorting. This is actually the first time I've done it from my computer. I have a different table in my man cave area that I typically do it from. Alright, we're going back to English. We're choosing Paldean Fates. And if I click on the 109 more, I think it almost all starts on shinies. Yeah, so for some reason I'm missing Maractus and Paldean Clodsire. So everything before number 92, unless it's the Paldean Clodsire or the Maractus, I don't need it. Oh, hi Jordan. Startled me. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and get all those set aside. Those are going to be bulk / bingo cards. There we go. Alright, I got rid of most of those. Of course, we don't need Palafins, so more bingo Palafins for you guys. let's see. Alright, so now Hoppip. Do I need that one? Yes, I do. Check. Frigibax, number 128. Yes. Check. I think this is going to be one of the hardest sets to master. All those shinies. It's kind of crazy. Alright, Wigglytuff, Shiny Ultra, I think I've got. I'm surprised I don't have these four. Anyway, I do have the Wigglytuff, so that's another bingo card. Pachirisu, 138. I guess these do, the shinies do go in the typing order. You can see here, grass, then fire, water, lightning, psychic, fighting, darkness, metal, dragon, colorless. See? Uncle J won't lead you astray. Alright, 138. Yes, Pachirisu. Nice. Check. And Arctibax 129. Check. Got it. And there's a few of these I need to put into sleeves. So we're going to put those into some sleeveys. For those who are just joining, if I didn't tell you already, you're getting 10 entries on the Wheel of Awesomeness tomorrow for hanging out with me and sorting your cards today. So while we're not ripping packs and we're not doing bingo, hanging out with me on the first time I'm doing this, I may not do that every time, just full disclosure, but I appreciate everybody who decided to take their Saturday morning to, sort their collections with me or just hang out. Yeah, dude. I didn't advertise that. I wanted to see who was the real OGs, you know what I mean? Some of my teeth. Alright, I've got one more set to look at. I think it's just Twilight Masquerade. Okay, and we're looking at Twilight Masquerade. I only have 4 cards here to look at, so I don't know if there's anything... Alright, so we've got Luxio. Is that... Okay, check. Floette. I've got Floette, so that's a... Kate says I got my Rift. Scarlet Violet done. Moving on to Fates now. Good job, Kate. I thought Paulie said he was going to help you. Wharp, wharp, wharp. Just kidding. Just kidding. I know who sorts those cards. But in case Paulie's listening, I love you, buddy. And 135. I already got the Eevee. Alright, so I only get one new card for my Twilight Masquerade set. This is nice to do this together. A whole lot less boring. Well, thanks. I agree. It's a lot of fun to... It's just chill, dude. Got some entertainment to go with it. Alright, so now... Let's do this. I'm going to go back to the card screen. So, we've sorted them in the right order. We've checked them off of our checklist. And all of our cards are ready to be put into binders. They're all sleeved, very pretty and ready to go. And I've got, as you can see, I still have them in the kind of order, if you will, right, of sets. So vertical, horizontal, etc. So those are there. Now I'm going to actually put those off to, I'm going to put up, I have a ledge up here, so you're not going to see them for a second. But now I got to get my binders. So now I got to find the binder that has Rebel Clash in it. And we're going to start sorting. Putting them away. I think Rebel Clash came out in 2020? So, I have my... yes, this does have Rebel Clash in it. So, I use these really large white binders. They're kind of overkill, but I do use a lot of... I do put a lot of cards away. This is a pretty thick binder. I don't know if you can kind of see there, but quite a few cards can go into this. And I try to sort things by year, their release year. Polly is probably still sleeping. What a butthead. I mean that in the nicest way. That's a brotherly way. Alright. So I've zoomed this out so you guys can kind of see, but again, there's going to be a bit of a glare. I apologize. I don't want it to have a glare, but for me to... Oh, there he is! Look at him. He's giving us a thumbs up. Oh, man. Guilty as charged. We got caught. Oh, Polly. Alrighty. So now I've got to find where my sets are. So here's what I do. Again, I probably take things way too seriously when it comes to collecting cards. But got big binders, lots of sleeves. I have a label maker. This helps me immensely with keeping track of the sets. So give me a second. I'll show you my label maker because I'm a nerd. Alright, so I have this Dymo label maker. It's really nice. It's very handy. It's small. Turn it on there. And it's real easy to type what you need, right? And you just hit this little button here. Prints off a label. And you just cut that. And then there it is, right? And then you can add that to whatever it is you're looking at. I think that runs about 30, 40 bucks. And then the cartridges are real easy to replace, and I get them all the time. So if you like to sort like I do, might be a good investment to get a label maker. Okay. So now I'm looking for Rebel Clash. Let's see. Cosmic Eclipse. I think that was one of the Sun and Moon sets. Alright, now we got the Scarlet Violet promos. Oh, also, if you're wondering what these tabs are, I have cards in display cases on my wall. And when I was determining which ones I wanted to put on my wall, I went through every single binder and I put post-its in all those spots. So I know, so I could refer back to them. Because I can only put 100 cards, or 105 or something like that, up in my cabinet. So I was like, I just haven't taken them out yet, so forgive me. That's what the orange post-its are. Alright, there's the, I think that's the Sword and Shield set. So Rebel Clash should be right there. Okay, there we go. Rebel Clash. And we do have some fire, so we're going to go to the back here. Alright, cool. I think this is the Pokemon Center theme song from the games. And again, I'm sorry if it's a little angled here. Alright. And you can see here, apparently this is, I was doing some with this set before I started doing nothing but reverse hollows. So I'm missing, you know, like Heracross and Scyther. You can tell which ones are reverse because they're a little darker and they have the pattern, which that's a cool pattern, by the way. I like that pattern a lot. All right, let's find, this is 25. All right, so we've got the Ninetales V and then this spot right here. All right, Cinderace number 35. Here it is, next to the Cinderace VMAX. A few years ago, Mads found the label maker. I came into my room and found a note on my dresser. I know what you did. What? Oh my gosh, Mads, what are you doing, man? I know what you did. What did you do? Alright, Vikavolt, that's number 66. Right here. Wait, no. 66 is here. Pincurchin, 72. You don't know? Oh no. But he did. 67. Toxtricity V, 70. Toxtricity VMAX. It's so satisfying when you get a full page too, right? Like when you finish a full page. It just looks so good. I love it. It make me very happy. Alright, next one. Hatrine's 85. And sometimes you can just kind of tell there's a gap. Take care of that. Dragapult V. That's number 92. And then Sandaconda 108. Alright, I want to teach you guys a little trick. This is something that's helped me out immensely, right? I'm going to pause from what I'm doing right now because I want to show you something. If you like to collect and put cards in chronologically, sorry, numerically, not chronologically, it's not time, it's numbers. Okay, let's say you've got a brand new collection and you're throwing them into your pages and you're like, I want to put this in here, but let's say you're starting with like a really high number, okay? For example, Garbodor. Garbodor here is, come on, 118, okay? And you're like, I don't know which one this is going to be. Like, where does 118 go on a brand new sheet? If you're wanting to make sure that you don't have to move cards around more than once. Okay, so there's a little, if you're okay with math, you can use the little trick. The nice thing about nines is they work really well when you're trying to figure out which spot they need to go into. All right, so I'm going to open up my calculator. You can use your calculator, or you can use your brain. All right, so take the numbers that are there. 118, sorry, again, 118. All right, that's what number this one is. So 118. 1, 1, and 8. Okay, add those all together. 1 plus 1 plus 8. All right, and then you still got another number, right? And then you add those digits together. 1 plus 0, 1. This is going to tell you which spot it's going to go into. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so Garbodor, since, again, we did 118, so 1 plus 1 plus 8, that's 10, and then you take 1 plus 0 is 1. So you know that's going to go into the 1 spot whenever that goes in there. I promise this works. If you can do that in your head, that's great too. Let's do Zamazenta real quick. Zamazenta is 140. So 1 plus 4 plus 0. As long as you get down to a single digit number, that's the spot on the sheet that it needs to go. Copperajah V, 136. So 1 plus 3 plus 6. So that's again 10. So 1 plus 0. That's 1. So Copperajah will go into the 1 spot. Now let's just check, see if I was right on that. So we said Garbodor was spot 1. Zamazenta was spot 5. Copperajah, spot 1. Now I have most of these already done, so this should be right. Alright, so let's go to where 118 was. And there it is, 118. And this is 119, I can tell you right now. So Garbodor goes right here. So again, whenever you're starting new sets and you're like, man, I want to put this in the right spot and I don't want to have to move it again. That's how I do it. All right, Zamazenta 140. That's spot number 5. Should be dead center of the next page. Hey, look at that. Boom. First try. Copperajah 136, which is right there, first spot, next to the other Copperajah. So you can do that in your head. Yeah, you can do it on a calculator. As you get used to it, you kind of figure things out, right? All right. Dub wool, 153. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. So that's going to be in the 9 spot when we get to it. Hey, right there. Boom. Dub wool. And then boss's orders, 154. So 1 and 5 is 6. 6 and 4 is 10. So now we got a 2-digit number. 1 plus 0 is 1. So right there. I promise that trick comes in handy a lot if you're doing things in 9 sleeve and you're putting them in the order of their number. So there we go, done with Rebel Clash. While we're here, do I have any good ones from Rebel Clash? No, I have like nothing good from Rebel Clash. Garbo. Yeah, it's a nice little math trick. Anything good from... I like to show off my collection. I don't get to share it with people all the time, so it's fun to look at something. He's got a cool Scizor card there. Let's see. Oh, I do have a few. So this set is Darkness Ablaze. I did buy a booster box of this when this came out. It's got some cool full arts. I actually like the colors on the full arts in these better. I feel like they're more like brighter and pronounced. Got a Rainbow Salamence, Scizor V, Rainbow Eternatus. Yeah. Anyway, pretty cool set. I like it. I like a lot of the Sword and Shield stuff. That was really where I got back into collecting. Alright, that is the Rebel Clash. Now we can get into the more modern sets and get those put away. Ooh. What is this song? I know this song. I gotta look this one up. 206. Cyanwood City. Nice. Okay, next set is the Scarlet Violet promos. So Scarlet Violet came out last year. I think this is the right binder. No. Gotta go back one more. I can tell you that Scarlet and Violet, with as big of some of these sets are, as big as some of these sets are, like Scarlet Violet is a considerable amount of cards for like the overall English sets, I should say. All right, again, I'm sorry it's kind of blinding up here. I gotta have some sort of light, otherwise you can't see the cards at all. All right, let's get to the promo section. And just say, I don't know if you guys can see, sometimes whenever I'm holding these, I'm very particular. So I'll hold them with one hand, and then whenever I'm pulling them over, I'll actually scoop underneath here to make sure that they slide over the rings. Because sometimes those rings, they snag, and I don't want to damage my cards. All right, here we go. Promos, right here. Boom. Got it. So, we're starting with Iron Valiant, which is 68. That's 66, 67, 68. I don't always do the trick. Sometimes I look at the other cards around it. It makes it easier. All right, Fido is 69. Iron Treads is 73. 7 and 3 is 10, so it's going to be a 1 spot. Yep, goes right here. $72, it's the Great Tusk. We'll go back a page. All right, Mastiff 71. Reaverd 70. $81 for Skeledirge is next page. Crocalor 80. Fraligator 89. So 8 and 9 is 17. So it's going to be right here. 87. Bellybolt. You get better at this, right? Like you start to know which spots go where. 94, next page. I remember being a kid and memorizing all the times tables. You guys remember doing that? That's a millennial thing right there. Counting by 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, so on and so forth. Counting by, so again, this is where like the 9s trick came in. Remember this trick? Used to, so if you were counting, so you didn't, so like if you, so you got 9, and then it was what? Hold on, how did I do this right? Oh yeah, so 9, then you got 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90, right? You guys remember that finger trick? Am I crazy? I remember doing that. 9s are an interesting, like, number set. 95. Iron Thorns, 98. Oddish, 102. Alright, so looks like I need to get another page in here. So go ahead and open my binder, put the page in, and I have Scarlet and Violet promos right here. Printed that on my label maker a little bit ago. I might need another couple, so Oddish 102, so that's going to be spot number 3, because 1 plus 0 plus 2 is 3. 100, 1 plus 0 plus 0 is 1. Toxel 119, so we're going to need another sheet and another label. Okay, printing that off. Remember, guys, this isn't a race, this is a journey. The journey to being a Pokemon trading card master. Remember, everybody's got different ways that they want to be a Pokemon master. For me, I want to collect them all, but you may just want to collect Pikachu cards. You may just want to collect Snorlax cards. Maybe you just like all the secret stuff. All good, as long as you're enjoying yourself and having fun with it. And I'm glad we can share this together, too. This is a lot of fun. Alright, Picnicker. 114, gotta go back a page. Oh, actually, I need another one. Alright, let's print another one. And this is truly where the 9 trick comes in handy here. Putting in new sleeve, or sorry, new page. Let's get this plugged in down here. Okay, so 114 is this one. So 1 plus 1 plus 4, so that's 6. So that means it's going to go into spot number 6. Wait, yeah, that's right. 116. 1 plus 1 plus 6 is 8. Slot 8. 123. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. So next page, in this 6th slot. Pupitar. 120. 1 plus 2 plus 0 is 3. Boston, that's 86. That's right, we gotta go back a little bit. These were the extras that I remembered. 8 and 6 is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. Hey, right there, 5. Dead center. Alright, we got Cyclizar, number 96. 9 plus 6 is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. So, yep, right here. Hitmon Tommy. That's right, dude. Yeah, dude, I sort cards on Saturdays, or sometimes on Saturdays. I think I might start doing this once a month where we just get together and have some chill music. Not ripping packs, not playing bingo. A little more just come and go. And everybody can sort cards along with me, doing it their own way. I'm providing some commentary, some tips and tricks. It's a lot of time. How you doing, Tommy? Doing all right? All right, so I finished my Scarlet and Violet promo, which the next set is Scarlet and Violet base, so that's cool. We can just move right into that. And I gotta say, I really enjoy these new sets. I'm glad that we're able to, like, we ripped so many of them that it's nice to see all the different art that goes along with them. You guys have seen a lot of these as we've ripped them over the year. We're almost at a year now. Some good ones there. All right, so Paul Mott is the only. It should be this spot right here, I believe. 209. 2 plus 9 is 11. So 11 is 1 plus 1 equals spot number 2. All right, Sam. Thanks for sorting and hanging out with us, dude. You always got birthday parties to go to, man. We'll see you guys soon. Tommy says, I'm all right. Slept in after a busy week. Gonna go get some bean water in a bit. That sounds like a good day for you, man. All right. Continuing on here. I love seeing all the different art from all these. Alright, so we're to the full arts here. So we got a spot here and here. Let's see, 235. That's what 5 and 5. So this is going to be this spot right here. Miriam, 238. Now we got some special illustration rares. So we got Penny, which is 252. Hold on a second. I just now noticed something. I gotta share with you. Okay, this Spidops. They've been doing these more often lately. Let's go back real quick. So this, the most recent iteration I think of is the Deerling and Sawsbuck. So here we have the Tarantula card, and you can see it's just kind of dangling, and it's got a Scyther getting ready to attack it. Okay, I was today years old when I realized that the Spidops, which is what Tarantula evolves into, is getting ready to attack the Scyther. See how the Scyther body fits in there at the... Isn't that cool? I just realized that. I'm sure other people knew that, but I think that is so neat. That is so cool. Yeah! The Pokemon Company with some Easter eggs, man. Like those Easter eggs. Alright. Let's get back here. All right, so this is a 243. So yeah, that's this spot right here. This is Vermilion City. I know this one. I'm getting ready to get on the SS Anne. Alright, 252. 2 plus 5 is 7 and 2. So that should go right here. Tommy probably remembers all this. He played... Well, Tommy and Shane, everybody played blue and red and yellow. Alright, 249. So that goes here. Gardevoir, 245. Favorite Pokemon Easter egg? Snorlax's graphic is slowly standing up in the Game Boy games. Slowly standing. I thought it was like kind of like leaning over, like. Burr. Gen 1 laying down. Yeah. All right, 251 goes right here. And again, we're missing. This one is. What did we say? Oh, this is the Koraidon card we're waiting on, and then we're missing the Nest Ball. So that'll be coming soon. All right, so now we got to get our binder that has our Japanese 151. Because after that, I think is still that's Paldea evolved. Don't have any new ones in there. That's going to be the next set we work on. Next big set. What am I up to this weekend? Man, I'm going to a concert tonight. I'm, with Shaner. We're going to go see Yellow Card and Third Eye Blind. This will be concert number 2 for my lawn pass. I'm going to go to another one here in a few weeks. Okay, next up, Japanese 151. Let me tell you something. Cards, they're heavier than you'd think. This binder's every bit of 8 pounds. It's heavy. What about you, Avery? You doing anything special for your birthday weekend, buddy? Oh, tomorrow night I know you're having people over for wrestling, I think. That's pretty cool. An AEW pay-per-view. Let's see. Alright, this is 151. English. It is very satisfying to look and see all these cards in here. Now, some of them are missing because they're in my display case, or actually some of them are getting graded right now, but I do have this one finished. It feels really nice. Alright, here we go. Oh, that's right. I got the Japanese Mew here. And that's right. I decided I will put them away in official order, but, you know, for now, let's just keep it simple. And this is okay, too, right? Sometimes you just want to put stuff away, and you'll sort it later. Just as long as it's protected. That is the most importante. Oh, yeah, that's right. It was supposed to be the Conor McGregor fight. Man, all kinds of, like, high-level fights, like the Conor McGregor fight and the Mike Tyson fight. Like, I feel like we're all just getting, like... Just don't feel like it's, like, you're leading us to believe something, dude. And then it doesn't end up panning out. Okay, next up... some Paldean Fates. Let's jump over here. By the way, these are the McDonald's promo cards. So
hello there.
I like the confetti we got going on there. Hey, what's up, Okie Dokie? How you doing? I do collect those as well. So I tend to pick those up whenever those are available. I don't buy the Happy Meals for them. I just buy them off TCG Player. Okay, let's get to Paldean Fates. Alright, here we go. Just getting ready for 2 tournaments. Nice, dude. Good luck. Hope you do well. Alright, number 96. This apparently is going to be my lowest number. So 96 going to go in here. 9 and 6. 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. All right. Frigibax. It's 128. Then we got 129. Then 138. All right. 112. 120. So 128. It's probably going to need one more page here. Yeah, here we go. 1 and 2 is 3, and 8 is 11, so it's going to be a spot number. Yeah. Oh, we got all 3 of these shinies. We got Frigibax, Arctibax, and Baxcalibur. How about a steak, egg, and cheese bagels from McDonald's? Oh my gosh. That is my favorite bagel sandwich from there. It is so delicious. Like, I love that they brought that back. Alright, this is a 1, 3, and an 8, so 1 and 3 is 4. Plus 8 is... so it's 12, so 1 and 2 is 3. Okay, gotcha. 1, 3, 8. Alright, and we got one more to put away here. The Luxio, 67. And this is Twilight Masquerade, so that's my last binder. My most recent binder. What's Q up to, man? How's he been? Alright, got Temporal Forces, Twilight Masquerade in the back. Alright, just the Luxio on this one today, 67. Right here. Wait, 6 and 7. No, yeah, that's right. He's good. Had a little league game earlier today. Hit a double to the fence. Good job, Q. Love hearing that. All right, so that's pretty much how I sort. So just we're actually right at about noon. So. Good timing on Uncle Jay's part. I thought we were still a little bit behind. So, a couple other things. Just so I'm going to leave you with a couple other tips. So that's how I put my cards away. That's how I sort them. That's how I will check off my checklist on PokeCollector. But there's other things that typically need to be sorted. There's also bulk, right? Cards that are not going to go into my official collection. I don't get rid of them. You know, I don't throw them away or nothing. There's always stuff you can do with them. You can give them to friends, family, kids. Kids love free stuff, right? Absolutely. I'm going to be giving a lot of cards away to kids at my event in August. Cards that have value that are still duplicates, keep a binder for those, or keep those in a separate spot and use those for trading to get the ones that you're looking for. I highly, highly recommend. I'm not trying to, say don't go to a card shop and just trade cards in, but card shops are meant to make money, and they're really kind of more of like I would say a last resort, because you're really just not going to get the value that you're looking for at a card shop. Probably somewhere between 50 to 70% market value. So your best bet is to try to find somebody else who's collecting a set that you have cards for, and maybe they have some that you're looking for. So be sure to keep those in hand. And trading is actually one of the most rewarding parts of collecting Pokemon cards. It's one of the things I like doing the most. So just keep that in mind whenever you're working through your duplicates. Another thing I tend to sort through, I'll just show these to you because there's a lot. I have a ton of stuff I order, and look at all these. I got slaves, I've got top loaders, I've got all kinds of stuff in here. Don't throw stuff away. Look, everything has a purpose, right? Keep your top loaders. If they're in good condition, you can use them for storing your good cards. If they're in, I'll call them like they got tape on them or they're kind of really scratchy, keep them in case you're going to ship cards somewhere, right? Some of you guys ship cards to me. Some of you guys trade cards with each other. Never throw stuff away that's got value to it. Unless it's absolutely just trashed. These have value. Everything has value. So what I'll probably do after I get done here is I'll probably sort these out on my own. And again, I use these for shipping all the time. They're very, very handy. All right, so what did you guys think? Did you guys have fun? Was it everything you kind of thought it was going to be? If you thought, hey, this is just going to be an opportunity for me to have somebody to entertain me while I'm working on cards, that's exactly what I was going for. And also hopefully gave you guys a little bit of insight on how I collect. And you know, these are fun, but they're also an investment. So take good care of your cards, right? Take good care of your cards. If you take good care of them, they will gain value in the long term, right? Everything I had from 20 or 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 25, whatever, I have a lot of that stuff. It still has value. And it's great that the Pokemon company continues to introduce this and keep kids involved in Pokemon, because the more generations that are involved in it, that's just, you know, it's fun to enjoy with our kids, with our grandkids, with our nieces, our nephews, and our fellow collectors, right? A lot of us are peers, we're adults, we have kids that watch the show. Everybody who enjoys it is just going to make this hobby that much more fun. World's going to be hard to get into in 2025. Just needed 600 championship points. Only the top 125 will get into Worlds. Well, good luck, Okie dokie. I hope that you do well and get to that. Well, so that was the end, everybody. So here's what I got. I'm just going to do a quick list of who I had here today. Birdman, Shane, Concord, Stan and Caden, Kate, Sam, Avery, I Am the Him, which is, I don't know if you're still here. They popped in for a second, somebody new, asking for recommendations. I think we gave them some. Bramble Ding Dong, Paul, Tommy, and Okie dokie. If I missed you, please let me know, because all of you are all going to get 10 entries on the Wheel of Awesomeness tomorrow night at the big June show. Don't miss it. I hope that you all had a good time. We will probably do this more often. I'm going to try to just pool my cards and we'll sort them on a Saturday morning, maybe once a month or so. And anyways, that's it. So don't miss the show tomorrow night. Big June show. Uncle Jay loves you. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow night. Peace.